Happy Saturday, Tom Yakopin here with the Tom Yakopin podcast. It's June 19th, 2021, and I am live right now at Red Fox Winery in Hickory, PA with Mike Lauderbaugh, the owner, and we're continuing our series on promoting small business and talking about Washington County and surrounding areas, the amazing entrepreneurs and self-employed men and women that make our county quite unique. So thanks for being with us today. Mike, thanks for taking the time. You got a lot going on here today.
We do. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. I remember coming here years ago when about the only thing that I remember at Red Fox Winery was this little room we're in. In fact, the band's all performed over here in the corner.
On the stage right behind us. Yeah.
Tell me, how did you have a vision for this? Where did you come from? What did you do before this? I mean, It's quite a beautiful establishment.
Thank you. So I used to come here when I was 21, and all of our friends, this was our hangout at the time, and never in my life did I imagine that I would own the place. But I always joked and said I'd love to have a place like this one day, and, things happen over time, and it was October of 2016. One of my friends called me and told me that it was going up for auction. And I took a ride up here with my wife, and we came up, and they had the auction that night. And next thing you know, we ended up owning the place in about 10 minutes after they started the auction, and we didn't know what we were going to do. We both have jobs currently full-time, and we figured we would just sit on it and remodel it slowly and make it into a small winery. So one day when we retired, we would, have a winery. And the career that I had, our company was bought out.
Wow.
So I didn't have any employment at that time, which worked out great. So it was kind of an early retirement for me, which allowed me to focus on this. Mm-hmm. So we started renovating, re-blacktopping the driveways, built some ponds, put some cabins in, and next thing you know, about a year later, we were ready to be open. And we started booking weddings, and one thing took off after another, and here we are today. It's a lot bigger than what we thought it would be, but it's great. We have a lot of good support from our friends, family, neighbors, everybody. So it's been a heck of a journey.
Who does all the groundskeeping around here? I mean, I live on 8 acres out in the country, and it seems like all I do is mow and weed whack. So you've got a lot going on here, man.
Yeah, my dad actually and one of his friends, it's almost a full-time job for them, keeping up with everything. But it's great. They enjoy it to get out on the tractors, and they keep it really well manicured, for the weddings and everything that we have. So it's great.
Beautiful. Your business now, I noticed coming in, you've got cabins. Mm-hmm. Are those available for rent for the weekends? Or
Yeah. So we rent the cabins out. The cabins are rented out whenever anybody would want one. We rent them a lot on the weekends because of weddings.
Okay.
So if they have a wedding here, people can just go to the bottom of the hill. They don't have to worry about drinking and driving. We also have a shuttle bus here. It holds 29 people, so we can actually shuttle people to the hotels back and forth, which makes it real nice for them too.
Nice.
Yeah.
And your business clientele, like, you've mentioned weddings. I mean, clearly this would be a great place for a wedding ceremony and party after. Is that a big part of your business? Or when you envisioned this, what all did you see happening here? I mean, clearly...
I had no idea. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody asked my vision, and it was... Let's get the place open and see if people will come. Ready, fire, aim. That's right? It. And we just kind of shot from the hip and went from there. So it's evolved for us. The weddings are a really big part of our venue here. We do graduation parties, retirement parties, surprise parties. We do a lot of different events too, like FoxFest. With the 7 different bands that we have here today playing. We'll do murder mystery dinners. We do dueling piano nights. Just a bunch of different things throughout the year. We're open 365 days a year. So even in the wintertime, we have events going on in our banquet halls for the public.
Very nice. And you serve food, is that correct?
So we have meats, cheeses, crackers, sandwiches, that type of stuff.
Very nice.
We don't have an actual restaurant here like they used to. But we do allow people to bring their own food too if they're coming for an event. For a Sunday for the music, you're more than welcome to bring in your own food, or you can purchase some of the stuff that we have.
Do you ever have
here.
Food trucks come up?
We do.
Yeah.
We have food trucks on different occasions. We actually have food trucks out here today. But for certain events, we advertise it, and we have food trucks that come up.
Now, on to the wine, because, I'm in the insurance business,
Yeah.
right? And I can remember every year I had a couple, an Italian couple out in McMurray by the last name of Bologna. And every year I'd go and basically they just wanted me to visit with them, make sure everything was okay. But I always remember Tony would take me downstairs and share his homemade wine.
Homemade wine, yes.
And I would leave there probably unfit, but I loved,
Right.
I love that whole winemaking craft. A lot of the old timers made some great wine. And how did you get into that? I mean, were you influenced by friends, family, or?
Yeah, I had friends of mine, older friends of mine that made it for years, and I was interested and kind of sat around when I was younger watching them make it, and then I started making it myself. At home, just on a personal level, and trying different things, mixing and matching, and I'm not gonna lie, we've had a lot of bad batches that we had to get rid of.
Right.
But that's trial and error, and it works out nice because we don't have our own vineyard here.
Right.
We ship in all of our grapes, so we get our grapes from California, Italy, Chile, South Africa, and Brazil, depending on when they're in season. And then we bring them in, we do everything on site. So we crush it, press it, ferment it, bottle it, label it. So everything that we sell here is made here.
Nice.
But yeah, it's just, I enjoyed doing it, and it was a hobby that turned into another business for us.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind of businesses.
Yeah. You enjoy what you're doing.
Wow. A friend of mine said years ago, if you can build a career around what you love, Tommy,
Right.
you'll never work a day in your
Right.
life.
That's right.
As far as that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What's your favorite wine, out of curiosity, here that you guys produce?
You know what? I really like our cab.
I'm a cab guy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I really like our cab, but a lot of people come here. They like sweet wines too.
Yeah.
So we have a wide variety. We have anything from reds to whites to blushes. We do have sparkling wines. We have a lot of them on the sweeter and fruitier side too. So a lot of people like our sweet and fruity wines that are seasonal.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So, as far as what you have planned for the rest of the year, anything that you'd like the community to know about coming up at Red Fox for the remainder of 2021?
Yeah.
I know the Marcus Tyler Band's going to be here September 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're
Sunday.
right. That is the date. Yes. We always have entertainment on Sundays. So we always have live music of some sort on Sundays. So, I encourage everybody, if you want to come out and have a drink and a little bit of live music, Sundays are a great day to come out. We are actually excited to announce, and we just basically announced it today to the public, we're starting a small brewery here also.
Oh.
Which will be called Red Fox Brew Works.
All right.
And we actually have some T-shirts and hats that we're starting to sell today. We were hoping to be able to give samples out, but unfortunately it's not just quite ready yet. I'd say in the next 2 weeks we'll be able to start sampling and giving that out. So it's just something else that we can add. If you want to come up and you don't like wine, you can try some of our beers that we brewed and something different.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Washington County, I like living here. I love our area, but the thing that I like the best about it is how many cool small businesses have emerged, whether it's good restaurants, or in this case, I like beer and I like wine. I got to tell you, and I like music.
Well, there you go.
So, wow, friends. Again, Tom Yakopin here, Red Fox Winery. Today happens to be FoxFest. There's people everywhere, so I think Brad's going to get some live footage of exactly what Mike and Tara have going on here. It is a beautiful establishment. And it's small businesses like these really that make a community better, man. Not only is it productive, you've got people working, you've got stuff going on, but it's, as I said, I've been here before, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous property.
Well, it's the support of the public too.
Right
we couldn't do it without you and everybody else out here helping us all out, so we greatly appreciate that.
Cool. Well, thanks for
Thank
chatting with me today,
Appreciate
man.
it.
And thanks for being on the Tom Yakopin pod. We call it Yakopinions from time to time, because it's where I get to say what the hell I want.
I have something to brag about now, so thanks for having me on.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, friends, for tuning
Appreciate
in.
it.
Talk again soon. Bye for now. Special thanks to West Penn Life and Health, one of our sponsors. You can find them online at westpennlife.com, specializing in affordable life, health, Medicare, and retirement solutions.